Welcome to our video on Marxism and education. In this video, we will explore how Marxist theory views the educational system as a tool for perpetuating social inequality and maintaining the dominance of the ruling class. We'll discuss key concepts such as the hidden curriculum, cultural capital, and the role of education in reinforcing class divisions. Join us as we delve into the critical perspectives offered by Marxist thinkers and examine the implications for society and the educational experience. Let's get started. From a Marxist perspective, education systems play a crucial role in maintaining the power of capitalists and justifying their privileges while legitimizing their wealth. Karl Marx argued that the ruling classes use institutions, including education, as ideological apparatuses to transmit their ideology and reinforce the status quo. Through education, the dominant ideology is instilled in students, shaping their beliefs and values in ways that support the interests of the ruling class. This process not only perpetuates existing inequalities but also creates a false consciousness among the working class, preventing them from recognizing their exploitation and the systemic barriers to social mobility. Louis Althusser expanded on Marxist thought by emphasizing the relationship between education and ideology. He argued that the education system plays a vital role in the reproduction of an efficient and obedient workforce. One key aspect of this is the hidden curriculum, which encompasses the attitudes and behaviors that students are taught implicitly alongside the formal curriculum. Through this hidden curriculum, the ruling class's ideology is transmitted and infused into the minds of students, training future workers to be submissive to authority and accept their positions in the social hierarchy. Althusser referred to this process as the function of the ideological state apparatus, likening it to a form of brainwashing that fosters false class consciousness. As a result, individuals are led to believe that their social standing is a reflection of their own abilities, rather than recognizing the systemic inequalities that shape their experiences. Alevels and Gintis introduced the concept of the correspondence principle in their work, Schooling in Capitalist America. They argued that there is a direct correlation between the social relationships found in the classroom and those in the workplace. In educational settings, students learn to accept hierarchical structures, mirroring the power dynamics of the labor market. Rewards and sanctions in schools reinforce obedience, conformity, and discipline, preparing students to fit into the demands of the workforce. Moreover, competition is emphasized within the educational system, teaching students to view their peers as rivals rather than collaborators. Alevels and Gintis also noted the fragmentation of knowledge, where the curriculum is often disjointed and fails to connect concepts, much like the segmented tasks in the modern workplace. This reflects a broader system designed to produce compliant workers who are ready to accept their roles within a capitalist society. Alevels and Gintis also highlighted how education promotes the myth of meritocracy, which obscures the real dynamics of social inequality. Firstly, cultural reproduction, as explained by Pierre Bourdieu, suggests that upper-class students possess cultural capital, which includes the habits, language, and experiences valued by the dominant culture. This habitus gives them an advantage in the educational system, enabling them to navigate it more successfully than their working-class peers, who may not have the same cultural resources. Secondly, the concept of social reproduction refers to the ways in which the educational system reinforces the status quo. It perpetuates existing social structures, ensuring that the same class divisions are maintained across generations. Rather than providing equal opportunities for all, education often reproduces the disparities in status and privilege, further entrenching social inequality. Paul Willis studied a group of 12 white working-class boys, whom he referred to as the lads, to understand their experiences within the education system in his seminal work, Learning to Labor. Willis observed that the education system effectively transforms students into obedient and docile workers. However, the lads rejected this passive role by forming an anti-school subculture. They resisted the values imposed by the educational system and embraced behaviors that set them apart from their peers who conformed. Ultimately, this rebellion did not liberate them from the constraints of social reproduction. Instead, it resulted in them accepting their positions within the status quo. The lads ended up down the social ladder, reinforcing the idea that, despite their resistance, the education system still successfully channels students into predetermined roles that align with their socioeconomic background. While Marxist theories provide critical insights into the role of education in perpetuating social inequality, they have faced several criticisms. Firstly, critics argue that Marxism is too economically deterministic, as noted by Henry Giroux. This perspective suggests that Marxists overly focus on economic factors while neglecting the complex interplay of other social dynamics. Secondly, functionalists contend that Marxists ignore the potential benefits of meritocracy within the education system, which can contribute to social equilibrium and shared values. They argue that education can promote social cohesion and opportunities for upward mobility, rather than solely functioning as a tool of oppression. Lastly, feminists point out that Marxist analysis often overlooks the implications of gender in education. They argue that issues of patriarchy and gender inequality are also critical in understanding the educational experience and its impact on social stratification. By not addressing these factors, Marxism presents an incomplete picture of how education influences different groups within society. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration of Marxism and education insightful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth discussions on sociological theories and topics. Your support helps us create more valuable content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave your comments and questions below. Until next time, keep questioning and engaging with the world around you.